welcome.
How are we doing on this fine, beautiful
Is it Saturday?
Saturday evening?
Franny and I do so much that we don't even know the
I
days
don't know
of the
what day
week.
of the week it is.
That's fine. But welcome, chat.
Welcome. How we doing?
How we feeling? How are we feeling about this book so far? It's driving. When I walked in today, I was like, Franny, this book is driving me crazy.
It's nuts. It is.
I hate being so. I'm just like have no idea. My theories. All over the place.
I don't have. I quite literally don't have one.
I have. There's no explanation.
And it's because of the pregnancy bump.
Yeah, the pregnancy bump.
That throws me in for a loop.
The pregnancy bump and the slap are throwing me off.
Yeah, because like even if it was some staged thing to hit someone
to
like
hit
that,
somebody is crazy.
It's crazy.
And to knock them out is crazy. What are we drinking, Fran?
We are drinking some red wine. I personally love some ice in the red wine.
I usually don't, but I did put ice today.
And then I forgot what it's Crimes something.
Okay.
Something Crimes wine, and it's a photo of Snoop Dogg on it.
Oh, the Snoop Dogg wine. Yeah, I see those.
I call it
Ralph's.
the Snoop Dogg wine.
I call it the Snoop
it's
wine.
So
it is good though. It's really good wine.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
And it's cheap. I think it's like $12.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty good.
It gets the job done.
Delicioso.
Delicioso. Where's that from? Dora?
Dora.
Dora. Okay, so for anyone new here, we are reading Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. And
also, I think you told me this already, but did you know that it got bought already?
Yes.
For a movie? And Anne Hathaway is set to executive produce it.
Yes.
Crazy.
How crazy.
Crazy.
From what I've read, I feel like Anne Hathaway fits the vibe.
She does. I don't know if she's going to put herself in it, but I could see her playing Natalie.
Yes, I could as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm... There's just so many people. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is going to be a good movie or show or whatever they decide to adapt it into. But anyways, this is our second episode.
Yes.
Of this book. We are starting on chapter 15.
Yes.
And we read through chapter 27.
Yes.
And we'll be reading chapter 28 together.
Whoa. Guys, we're back.
And we have a message for you.
Yes.
Our script.
Yeah, we need our scripts. I don't want to mess this up.
Are you a romantasy reader? Well, we just found the best part of your month.
Yes. Thank you so much, L'Oreal, for partnering with us on this video.
L'Oreal is a new monthly book box that features only romantasies. You are not only getting one of the hottest romantasies at your doorstep, you are getting to choose from 3.
And also something that's really great, if you guys are not rocking with any of the book selections that you see, L'Oreal actually gives you so much flexibility that you can skip the month if you want.
So for the month of August, we got The Dark in Her Veins, A Bargain So Bloody, and Steelborn. And they all look incredible.
Okay, Harmony.
Wow.
That's just how we do. I think I'm going to choose Steelborn. This has a secret identity, deadly bargains, slow burn types of tropes in it, and the spice level is mild, which is nice.
And I think I'm gonna go with The Dark in Her Veins. It has a morally gray, forbidden love, I have a secret type of tropes. Just sounds right up my alley. And spice level is labeled as wild.
It's wild.
Perfect for this Wild Library Book Club.
And you guys already know this, but these covers are absolutely gorgeous.
So beautiful.
Insane.
The sprayed edges.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful design.
Yep.
We got going on.
These end pages, as you
I
guys
know.
Wait, what's yours today? Who is that?
The tension.
The tension is crazy.
So chat, you know we love to hook it up, so you can go ahead and grab your first book using code BURN for $14.99 this month through L'Oreal.
And not only do you get this gorgeous book cover, but you also get a matching L'Oreal bookmark to whatever book you choose. You get a sticker sheet, and you get a free trope hat of your choosing like these.
So cute.
So cute.
And like we said before, you can get your first book for $14.99 using code word BURN.
Yes, and all the info and link will be down below in the description box, so check them out.
Happy reading.
Let's recap a little bit, shall we?
I know. Let's recap just so I can
Yeah.
get a little
Get into
refresher
it.
because so much shit has happened.
Where did we just leave off on the chapter that we read?
Okay, this was when
she has her realization.
Yeah, she comes back from her run or her walk because she
Yeah.
was having some pretty bad postpartum depression.
Yes.
She was not feeling connected to her daughter Clementine.
Yes.
Her mom was basically telling her, you need to step up. You need to
Yeah.
figure it out. You don't have a choice. She comes back from a run. She's like, okay, wow, I feel better. And then she goes to her husband Caleb and tells him, you need a job.
You need to go get a job.
Go figure it out.
Yeah, she's just going through it, realizing that she did not marry the man of her dreams, unfortunately.
So sad.
But we also get we get more of a glimpse into who Caleb is, as he seems kind of lazy.
Yeah, which is so funny because at the very beginning, it was
I know.
giving that
She was like, he's
he was
the best
perfect,
thing ever. Yeah, he's a perfect
hard worker, and
Mhm.
now he's giving a little lazy,
Little
or not
lazy.
even lazy. It just seems like he's,
I don't know, maybe just a little aloof.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see where he takes us in this book.
Alrighty.
Anyway, so chapter 15, we are in the present. So we are in the 1800s.
We're in the yesteryear.
In the yesteryear
Yes,
era.
Yes.
Whatever.
yes.
Let's see. So what happens here?
They're going to the
again?
chicken coop. She has this thought that she's like, what kind of reality show would allow a man to slap a woman? And I was like, this is exactly what I've been thinking this whole time.
And I mean, so she's fully convinced she's on a reality TV
Fully
show.
convinced. I said, girl is reaching.
Girls reaching for those apples.
Yeah, I said, you're insane. She basically is thinking to herself, like, the possibility of her being on this reality show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm like a reality TV connoisseur. And so she's like, it's I guess she thinks it's 2026. It's 2026. Like, things have gotten really, progressive. Like, maybe there could be a reality show where a man slaps a woman. She's like, we could be there. I'm like, no, girl, there's no world where.
How much would someone have to pay you for a man to smack you hard as hell in the face?
No.
Like to the point where it'd knock you out.
But in what context?
Okay, let's say like those competitions. The smack.
The smackathons.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know what they're
But
called.
you know how it's like the competition.
okay,
How
yes,
much
yes,
would someone
yes.
have to pay you to do that?
To like participate in one of those things.
But let a huge man smack you.
Oh man. It would have to be enough where I would have to have like face reconstruction surgery and
Just
like
in
the top
case?
doctor. Yeah, just in case to fund that. So that's already like $2 million already.
Yeah, I was gonna say minimum $5 million
Yeah, minimum 5.
to get knocked the out
Yeah.
by a large man.
Yeah.
But you know what? $5 million can talk.
5 mil.
We can talk at 5
We
mil.
can talk at 5 mil. But yeah, she's basically just talking herself to feel better. I get it. She's having a mental breakdown. She's just trying to,
Yeah.
get herself to a
I
point
feel
where
like
she's
that's
not freaking
normal.
out.
Like if someone's
Yeah, you're
going through
like,
something, you're like trying to make yourself feel better about it. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, I texted them, but it's
Yeah.
fine. Like they're not gonna you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
bullshit. But at the end of chapter 15, she brings up the vanished pregnancy,
Yeah.
which is what's throwing us off as well.
Yeah, and she said that she doesn't want to think about it, and I'm like, yeah, because it debunks your theory of a reality show. That's basically how the chapter ends.
Yeah, it's just I have a hard time accepting the fact that I'm not pregnant. It's so weird.
And then she ends it with, this reality show blows.
I
She
say
says
out
it out loud.
I know, as Maeve tugs me back into the
Into the
house.
house.
I go, Mary's gonna beat her up.
Mary's
is done
fed
with her.
up. Mary's fed up with her.
Okay, so chapter 16, we're now going back to before this happened.
Yes.
Natalie wants Caleb to get a job.
Yes. And he's the type that's like, well, no, like, what if I just take like, what did he say? He wanted to take like he's like, we could travel. He's like, let's take the baby to Rome. We could,
Yeah.
He said, I thought of you during this. He said, we could feed each other handmade raviolis at some patio table tucked away on some cobblestoned alleyway. I
Beautiful.
said, must be nice.
Must
Beautiful,
be so
beautiful.
nice. Well, and then, she goes, do you know how much work a farm is? I can't do that with a newborn. And I go, look, Caleb, he should get a job. But if he's got the money to just go and enjoy life for a little
know.
bit, go do it.
No,
I don't know.
Years, it's fine. Take the baby with you. Travel.
Yeah. I mean, if you have the money for it.
If you have the means for it.
Yeah.
Why not? But
I don't see, but I get it. She's like,
she's also grown up in a world where it's like the man is supposed to be the, right? Like the man's supposed to be the provider.
yeah, I guess in her world.
Which he is technically.
He kind of is. I mean, he just comes from money. I think that's the thing, is that he is not working. Yes, he has the money, but I think it's because he's not actually working for it.
It's giving her the ick.
Yeah.
And it would give me the ick too.
Yeah, I agree.
If my guy was just, you know, willy-nilly just at home doing whatever.
No, I get it. I would also be like, ugh, like, come on, we got to figure it out.
And not trying to get a job? Oof,
yeah.
Ick.
Yeah, or at least trying to do something with that money to create a business or something.
Start a charity, I don't know, do something.
Yeah. Just be busy. Look busy at least.
Yeah. So the way that her solution for this, she decides she's finally fed up with, she's like, I can only say so much to him. So she basically tattles on him to his mother. Well, no,
that's crazy.
She calls her mom. Her mom is like, you got to call his mom. So she calls his mom, and then his mom called him, like, furious, being like, what are you doing? And that's basically how this whole thing starts. So for this chapter, they're in a car. They're driving
on the way.
To see his parents.
His parents, yeah.
And you could tell he is not happy with her tattling on him, and they're obviously driving to see the grandparents. So he's like,
dude.
Which, to be fair, he is right. Like, if she was unhappy as his wife, it's not like they're like just like boyfriend and girlfriend. As his wife, you should tell your husband if you're unhappy. Because how is he can't read your mind.
I know. I also think it's really funny in this chapter when they get to the parents' house.
I know.
She immediately sees how much his parents are kind of like babying him a little bit. and
the milk. Oh,
they serve
my
him a
God.
tall glass of milk.
Yeah, they're like, do you want anything to drink? And whatever. And then he's like, can I have some milk? And she's like, milk? Are we adolescents? I mean, look, some people love to drink milk.
Look,
fine.
If you like to drink milk, we don't judge. But if you're already having issues with your husband, you're a grown man, and you're saying grow the f*** up, and you get to your parents' house, and it's like, Mom, I want some milk, we're going to have issues.
Wait, did you see, because you watched The Crash.
No.
You didn't watch it yet?
No, what is that?
Oh, the Netflix doc.
Oh, no, you haven't told. Okay, yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it yet.
This isn't in the Netflix doc. I think it's in the other doc. But one of like the weird things about the whole thing is the cops found text messages between the girl and her dad. And the text would be at like 1 a.m., like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., like every night. And she would be like, I want some milk. I want some milk. And people were like, so people think that milk was code for something else.
Ew.
But that's like, when I read this, I thought about The Crash.
You got triggered?
I got triggered. Yeah.
But yeah, so they just go to his parents' house, and
also I wrote a note here. I said she talks about Rena a lot.
Yes.
She brings up, she's obsessed with
Rena, jealous of Rena. I think she wants Rena's life, low-key.
I think
she likes her freedom, and she likes how she just, I don't know.
It's just become this competition. It's like this like unspoken that only she knows she's in, by the way.
I don't even think Rena gives a shit.
Doesn't care.
She doesn't
Rena's
care.
still at college, doing her thing, and
Mm-hmm.
she is the one that's still like obsessing over her old roommate.
Okay, chapter 17.
We're back in the 1800s.
Back in the olden days. Girls are making breakfast.
Right. She decides to help.
Well, she asks, isn't breakfast about to start? And then Mary goes, breakfast won't be for another hour. What should I do until then? And she goes, you should get to work. Oop. Mama spoke.
So now
Mary's mama.
Mary's mad. So she sees, obviously, remember, she's famous for her sourdough starter in the present day. So she sees all of the things on the counter to make bread. So she's like, I'm going to make bread. And she does what she says, that she follows the recipe that she usually does. And it turns out to be bad, right?
Yes, it came out horrible. She was like, I've never made, did she say she's never made a bad loaf of bread before?
Or is that in this chapter, or is that the next chapter?
But before all of that, in this chapter, in chapter 17, old Caleb, that's what she calls him, her husband in this era, that he has a bucket of raw milk, and there's cow poop smeared inside of the bucket.
It's the olden days. They're just putting the bucket out, scoop. They don't care about all the cleanliness.
But then Mary,
Mary grabs a towel and takes all the cow manure off of the bucket, and then she pours the milk
And then the end of this chapter is basically Mary trying to put more ointment on her wound, on Natalie's wound, and she goes, "Oh, stop being such a baby. Look how it's already begun to heal."
Yeah.
And my foot jerks uncontrollably again. Stop moving. I find the little microphone in my pocket and hold it tightly in my grip. Hello, America. Are you watching me right now? Are you entertained? I wrote at the end of this my theory that it's a dream.
Okay.
She's having a bad dream. That's my theory because of how many issues and trauma she's.
That's just lasting a million years?
Yeah, it's just a really long dream. That's my theory.
Okay.
As of right now.
I can see that. I don't know. I'm like, what if for some reason she has been kidnapped and she's on this I don't know.
Pregnancy bump go away?
I only say that because I only say, oh, you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, see, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I only say that because I love the show Scandal, and there's an episode in Scandal where Kerry Washington's character gets kidnapped, and they throw her in this like a simulation to make her think that they've taken her overseas and that she's in this jail. She's still in the States. She's just in this little box with like, but they make her believe that she's in this thing. So I don't know.
It's hard.
But for what reason?
I don't know.
She's an influencer. Why would someone want to
find out? Maybe she's just such a brat.
I don't know. Guys, I don't know.
Okay, chapter 18.
18. She discovers his love for the corn.
Oh, you're right.
For the corn. Wink, wink. Chat.
Yeah, Natalie was hoping that Caleb's parents would whip him into shape, but I guess she found some corn instead.
Yeah, so they've been at Caleb's parents' house for weeks, okay, and she thought that he would be getting a job by now. She found his computer, and she thought that she was gonna find some business, but she found some other kind of business.
Yeah,
on the laptop. The titles were something. Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
Which is crazy because do they have sex? Clearly not.
I mean, it doesn't seem that often or that great.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And she's just like taken aback because she's like,
yeah,
great. I'm married to a sex pervert.
So Natalie speaks to his parents about about Caleb's life and the direction he's going in his career and all the things. And his father, Doug, essentially thinks that Caleb should be a politician. That's the route that he should take.
Which is crazy because I'm like, what does he have going for him that you want him to run the country?
Yeah.
But also we find out that his parents knew all along that his parents basically admit to her, like, hey, come over here, let's have a little chat. So they basically tell her that they thought him getting married and that him having a baby was going to wake him the hell up to be a man. And they basically reveal to her that he's been hopeless. Like, they think he's been hopeless. I'm like, so even the parents knew?
Yeah.
And you let this poor girl
marry him.
But they thought that
was going to fix it.
They thought it'd be his wake-up call.
See, that's a perfect example is if you don't have your together, it's never going to...
A baby's not going to fix nothing.
No, that's going to make it harder. What are you talking about?
Can't get it together?
Marriage is not easy. Having a child is not easy. Yes, it's a beautiful thing, but add those to the mix of being lost with your life.
Someone's already lost, and you add marriage and kid? What?
Yeah, I think you just will become even more lost.
But also his parents, to me, are just like...
Yeah,
the worst.
They were a little all over the place. I mean, granted, I think the other issue with Caleb is that, maybe they weren't a good match to begin with. He was like, oh, I thought I could just stay home with the kids and I thought I could stay home with you. And he kind of portrayed it as, I want to be that.
He wanted to be a trad husband.
Yeah. And I guess Natalie just wasn't expecting that. Natalie wanted to be more of the trad wife and stay at home, like, and he worked.
I think in his mind, he thought that she would love it.
Yeah.
I think he thought that she would love that he was like devoted to just being home and spending time with
the kids. Yeah.
But she also reveals that like he doesn't do anything right. Like the diaper changing, like nothing. So it's like...
So maybe it's just they weren't on the same page.
No, not at all.
See, these are really important conversations to have before you get married. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But anyways, Caleb, because then she ends up talking to Caleb, and he says, "Don't worry, I'm gonna find my purpose. I'm gonna figure it out." And then I think they had, sex.
Did they?
Yeah, we tumbled backward into our bed and had breathless missionary mushy penis sex.
Oh, ew. What page
135, 135.
Oh, 135.
Afterward, in the darkness, while Caleb snored beside me, I cried silent tears at the beauty of the Lord's bounty. Oh, that sounds horrible.
Oh, yeah, and she makes a bet with Caleb's dad that she's going to find something for him. And Doug's like, I'm going to also try and find him a job. And she's like, I'm going to find him a path.
I'm going to figure it out.
And then she says, may the best man win. All right.
Yikes.
Chapter 19.
Okay, this is where the bread came out bad.
Yes.
Yes.
That's how the chapter starts.
Yes.
She's like, the worst thing that could happen has happened. The bread I made was bad. So I'm like, I wonder why it was bad. Maybe in the 1800s the ingredients, because we put all the nasty stuff in our food now.
Yeah, maybe she had to knead it a little more. Who knows? Yeah. Have you ever made sourdough from start?
No,
I've never. I don't even know.
I think the idea of having to take care of the starter, because that thing is basically a living thing. Something about it freaks me out. Let me know, Chad, if you all. I don't know, something about it that you have to like feed it and like. I know. Like why?
Kind of throws me off too. I don't know if I like it.
But I love
sourdough
watching. Yes, one. Do I love?
Let's
get
that clear.
Let's get that clear.
We love sourdough in this household.
Bread. I love me some bread,
guys. Sorry, I need to say this story.
Oh, I know. We're like this. I know what you're gonna say.
I mean, you guys probably know it, but when Nez and I flew to Europe, holy,
there and back.
We flew with a brand, so they flew us in business
First
class. So which was real nice.
We were shocked.
Yeah, we were shocked. It was a beautiful experience, and they just are handing out bread
because we were flying to France, so it was like a France airline.
Yeah,
okay?
I mean it was like a 12-hour flight. It was like a 10-hour flight. They're just going up and down the aisles the whole flight with just baskets of bread,
warm, fresh bread.
And let me tell you, Nessa did not hold back. Every time they came around, like I turned around, she had 4 new rolls in front of her.
Dude, and I thought I could hide them from Franny at one point. Every time Franny would flip over her thing to look at me, I would just be stuffing my face
bread and butter.
With bread and butter. Oh.
It was so funny though, because I was like, damn, you're still eating bread?
It was so good.
It was so funny though. She loved the bread.
Oh, it was so good. It was so, I can't explain it, because they serve bread on like a lot of flights, but I think because this was like a French flight, it was like
it was good bread. They had all sorts too.
We were also in first class though, so
it was warm.
It was warm. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was nice.
I do love bread. But no, what I was going to say, I don't know what I was going to say. Where the freak did we leave off?
She made the bad sourdough.
I was going to say I love watching people make sourdough on TikTok.
Oh yes.
I do love like I love the sound,
the process.
I love all of it.
But yeah, I agree. I think starting it makes me nervous as well.
And also the pressure of keeping her alive.
Ugh, we should try it one day.
We should. My friend has a starter. I can ask her for some of it.
There we go.
Yeah.
But anyway, so after she messes up the bread, the girls go and look for some flowers.
Yep.
And while they go do that, Natalie's thinking about taking off again. Oh yeah, Noah, one of her sons, goes, "Ma, where are you going?" And they go on a walk.
Yeah.
And they get to a point in the road or on the road.
I think they're in the forest.
In the forest or on the road. Yeah. And Noah basically says, "Stop, we can't walk anymore." And she's like, Why? And he's like, "Oh, there's evil out there. We're not allowed to." And she doesn't listen. She goes, "Well, I'm your mother. I'm going to keep going. Da, 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 da." And Noah's like, "Daddy!
Papa!
Mama's going crazy again."
So she sees old Caleb just from a distance running after her. But this time she doesn't run because she can't.
Yeah.
Again, remember her ankle got mauled by the trap. So she just kind of takes it. But
she becomes very submissive towards him.
Something comes over her. PTSD, who knows? Something comes over her. And when she thinks she's going to be like, "What's up?" he comes up to her and she falls to her knees and is like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Forgive me, dear husband, and deliver me from evil. Whoa. Felt like it's given. It's a little scary.
It's a little scary. Anyways, chapter 20. We're back in 2026. Oh, this, I don't know about you, but this chapter, this beginning, like, I found myself like breathing like this because she's giving that. She's giving anxiety, the character. She basically is just writing out her
routine, her life.
Like basically everything that's going on. So it says like she wakes up, in the morning, walk downstairs, pick up mug, walk past husband, reach for toothbrush, brush teeth, chastise the baby, pick up baby, afternoon, spend nap. It's so long.
I know.
But the way she writes it is like,
I wrote at the top on page 143, Natalie just going through the motions of her quote unquote miserable life.
Yeah.
Essentially her routine. And then she goes, Brock baby, breastfeed baby,
breastfeed.
Consider shaking baby, resist urge to shake baby. Like,
what, girl?
Yeah, she's like kind of going through it. Yeah, she's going through it.
She's obviously not mentally okay.
Yeah,
which is what we can like solidify at this point, that I don't know what she has, but she's not okay.
Wait, where is this?
She's with her sister comes over. No,
Amelia is Caleb's mom.
Sorry, Amelia. And then her sister's name is Abigail.
Yeah,
I kept getting those mixed up.
Yes, yeah. Amelia is concerned for Natalie. She goes, "You look tired. If she's not honey, she should be. She's a newborn." Kind of telling her that the baby should be sleeping through the night at this point.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not going to take no for an answer. Like, I'll take the baby. You go take a shower.
Yeah. Or go take a bath, chill. Like, yeah.
Yeah. And this, we kind of get a little, this is kind of like a mirror moment of the moment she had at college. Remember when the girl was like, girl, you don't look so good. Remember she was like greasy. She hadn't been showering. So we see this pattern that she gets into these depressive states where she's like not showering. So she goes upstairs. Amelia takes the baby. She goes upstairs and she finds in her bedroom what's waiting for her.
Some goodies.
Some goodies. It was like, what was it?
Where was
Basically, it? Caleb's mom had planned that whole interaction.
A blow dryer, a curling iron, 4 tubes of lipstick, just so she could spruce herself up a little bit.
Basically, Amelia being like, girl, get it together. Yeah. Here's some things to get, get pretty.
She ends up actually calling her mom in desperation, just of, asking her, how did you handle everything?
Yeah.
With me and Abigail and whatever. And her mom says this. And I feel like it's a foreshadowing moment for some reason.
Which throws her for a loop, by the way.
So she basically asks her mom, how did you do this? How did you manage? And she goes, it's lonely, housework, but it felt a bit less lonely when I pretended I had a little audience sitting on the couch with me, watching me vacuum or take out the trash, cheering me on. And I go,
weird,
foreshadow?
I know.
Foreshadowing moment? Is she in like a Truman Show situation?
I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense unless she's been kidnapped by some like weird stalker, like, you know what I mean?
Oh my God, Amelia left the pill. Didn't she leave like a Xanax or something?
But we don't know what drug it is.
We don't know. It's kind of giving Xanax or something to relax her.
Yeah.
Is what I'm picking up.
It's a little pill for her to take.
But she drops it into the toilet and does not take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, I wrote at the end of this chapter, another theory I wrote is she ends up taking the pills and she starts tripping out.
Like it doesn't help her already, whatever she has.
Yeah, and she starts taking them and she starts going like crazy or something.
I mean, she definitely already, again, her giving birth, we saw a glimpse into her mental health, and it's been neglected. It doesn't seem like she's been gone to the doctor to get diagnosed or anything. So
who knows?
Chapter 21. Why did she say she's on house arrest? Oh, yes.
Yeah, she tried leaving. I said, girl, just stay put.
Just stop trying to escape.
Ugh.
At this point, just stop. So she has probably escaped for the last time, it looks like.
Looks like.
He has tied her up, and the rest of the family is getting dinner ready?
Yeah, what are they doing?
Well,
Mary
she's
got
like
her
tied
moving
up
around the kitchen. Yeah, I think they're prepping for dinner.
Yeah, they're prepping dinner, and...
Oh, Mary asks her, why do you try to run away so much?
Yes. And then she has another episode and she screams and she goes, you are not my family. Mary freezes, but this time they ignore her like she's just having another episode. It seems like they are very used to her tactics, and they just continue. But then she says that Mary offers a peace offering during dinner and gives her some bread. So
It's
Mary's
just
like,
such a weird situation.
I can't read it. I can't.
It must be such a trip, yeah, because she's telling them, I'm not supposed to be here. And she's like, what? You're not supposed to be here. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Anyways, chapter 22, we're back in the past.
Back to her obsessing over Rena. Rena.
I wrote, Caleb thinks he found his purpose. Yeah, he goes, Caleb
Oh
bursts
my
into our
God.
bedroom.
Yes.
Triumphantly, I found my purpose.
And he says that
what was it?
He wants to be a substitute teacher.
Oh, yes, he wants to be a teacher.
He said he went to visit his old middle school, and that he was talking to some people there, and they are in need of some substitute teachers in the fall.
And Natalie does not want to be
Natalie's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
However, he did say that he wanted a job where he could be with kids in a couple chapters ago.
Yeah, we are discovering that he does have a love for children and likes being with them and hanging out with them and taking care of them.
Because she goes, do you even know what to teach children in school, Caleb? And he goes, what? Oh, and then she goes on this rant saying that they teach them that being a Christian is a terrible thing. I wasn't taught that. I don't know. I think she's just going in circles because she's spitting out things because she does not want him to take this job.
So she does say at the end of this chapter, then I looked at my husband and remembered our first date, his misty eyes at the idea of a farm. So the idea of the farm is trickling back into her memory.
Yes.
And I wrote, okay, so she's going to have him get the farm. She thinks that this could be the answer, could be his purpose, all the things.
Yeah, she basically thinks that getting this farm, she says, I have something even better, a plan to make the father of my child a man. So she thinks that running a farm is going to turn him into a man.
Farms are just so hard to take care of.
We'll see.
I've never done it, but I can't even imagine.
Yeah, we'll see.
Woo.
We'll see.
Okay, chapter 23.
What happens here?
Let's see.
Oh, it's a short chapter.
Oh, Natalie wants to be... untied. She wants to be untied. They're all hanging around the fire.
Oh, this
was after dinner.
Yes, this is the first time that Mary offers her the tonic.
Yes.
So Mary offers her this thing that we don't even know what it is, but she's like, here, like, drink this, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's supposed to like relax her because she goes, there, sleepy time for mama.
The thing is, I don't think Mary at all is a bad guy or has bad intention. I think she just is.
She's just trying to take care of her mom.
She's the oldest of 4. Mm-hmm. She's trying to keep the household together while her mom is freaking out.
Yeah.
And I think she genuinely does love her.
Yeah.
And then the girls go and put her to bed.
Correct.
Sleepy time for mama.
Sleepy time for mama. And they literally put her to bed. They're like, Bob.
Bob, don't talk to us no more.
Don't talk to us for 3 days. Chapter 24 is the farm.
Yes.
Finally.
They start looking at farms.
They start looking at listings. She finds one that she thinks is like, she tells the realtor to go over asking price by $500,000
because they
went with somebody else.
Yeah.
And they're like, tell him we'll give him another $500,000. And then the owner of the house is like, okay.
They start kind of talking about the house a little bit. They're like, it gets real quiet.
Correct.
Your ears start to invent sounds.
Yep.
Ooh, that's on the nights when the wolves don't howl.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
She then goes to her father-in-law, Mr. Doug, because she needs money to run this farm. So she presents the farm to him. She's like, here's the listing. Here's my plan to make your son a man, because that's what we all want, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, how much are you going to need? And she says, $5 million.
I would be like, what did you just say to me?
Can you imagine being in a place or having a family member that you're like, can I have $5 million? Like, yeah, I'll deposit it today. Like,
no, me.
What? Not us.
Not us.
She says that $5 million is going to cover the purchase and the first 3 years of operation.
Also, Doug has no faith that this is going to work.
Nope.
He's not. He's going to give it to her, but he is fully convinced it's not going to work.
And he goes, he wants something in return, you guys. When you read that, did you think
sexy time?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Me too.
I thought
I was like,
I know. I was like, is this going to take a dark
I know.
turn.
I was like, I thought that he was gonna ask her for some things, but no.
We didn't go that direction.
No, we didn't go. He wants her to give his son more babies. He goes, I want you to have more babies with my son. So he wants an heir to the throne, essentially, because they have a girl right now. That's Clementine. Clementine is the baby they currently have.
Yes, I think they only have Clementine at this point.
Yeah.
He wants more babies.
Yeah. So, and they make a deal.
And she goes, yeah, well, I'll give you more babies.
Don't
Don't you worry.
And I think that's pretty much. Oh,
what happened?
On page 170, right before it ends, I go, can he not perform? I thought that their first time, remember we were like, oh, the first time they had sex when they got married, I was like, maybe he's just nervous and that's why he couldn't get it up.
Yeah.
But apparently this is now a pattern, because so she tells Caleb, whoa, my brain just split in half. She tells Caleb, hey, I'm going to do the farm thing for you. She's doing it because she wants him to be a man, but she paints it to be like, I'm down to do what you want to do, honey, sweetie.
Yeah, she kind of manipulates it a little
like,
bit.
We're going to do the farm thing. And he's like, you'll do that for me? And she goes, I am going to do that for you. And
such a funny way to present something.
So weird. And then she goes, I will do this for you with one condition. We need to have sex more often.
Why are there so many conditions?
So many conditions. And Caleb goes,
this is not going to work out.
And she goes, I don't need you to say anything. I just need you to agree once a week minimum and at least 3 times in my fertile window. And I'm like, can he not perform? Can he not get it up? They obviously don't enjoy sex.
There's something going on.
Something's going on. Okay.
I just really don't think they're meant to be.
No.
But they're really trying to make it work.
Yeah. Also, Caleb says no cattle. It's going to be a vegetable. He wants to grow vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, do you know how cows feel when they die, Natty? Terror. You're eating terror.
I mean, it's true.
I know, but I love steak. You do too.
I do. I can't
I'm
think
sorry.
about it.
I know.
I'm
I can't
so
think about it. It
sorry.
makes me
My dad's
sad.
a vegetarian.
Ugh.
And he'd always be like, so.
But Caleb agrees to the farm.
Well, of course, he wanted it. Which is so crazy because the farm was her idea to begin with. It was like just a thought, like, oh, I would love to live on a farm one day. And he was like, that kind of at their first date. And now it's like taking over his life. Chapter 25.
Chapter 25, Natalie is feeling slightly more optimistic about what's going on in this 1800 era that they're in.
Yeah.
She does want to shower, and Mary bathes her in the basin.
I wrote here, I said, did they say this back then? Was the word shower invented in the 1800s? Because were there showers, or did they say bathe? Because I'm like, because it says that Mary looks at me for a long moment. So
yeah,
she's
like, probably confused.
I'm like, maybe Mary has never heard the word shower.
Yeah, because the author, the way she wrote it, it kind of is a pause. So honestly, it kind of
I think Mary was like, what's a shower?
Yeah, what is a shower?
I don't know. I'm going to look it up. I forgot. I told myself to look it up and I didn't. Anyway, because it could have been a word. I don't know.
But yeah, so Mary bathes her.
Yeah, taking a bath in the freezing cold water. Can't be me.
Oh,
what? Where are you?
Mary bathes her, but even she gets all her crevices.
I mean, the olden days.
But is that how they did it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
How? I mean, what else are you gonna do?
But like,
just gonna let it rot down there?
No, but like, I would handle my own crevices down there.
No,
I don't need my daughter going in there and doing the crevices.
I don't know the history. Maybe it's not.
Maybe
it wasn't a thing, and the author just wrote that in here. But yeah, to have your daughter be washing your private parts for you is a little crazy.
If you are fully capable of doing it,
correct.
Do you know what I mean? Unless she couldn't, but still.
That could be the culture, though. It could just be.
I'm gonna be honest. I would be like, look. I'd be like, look, girl, no. just skip that part.
Skip over that. Just skip over that. Oh, I know. I was like, oh no.
I said, oof.
Yeah, no.
Oof.
Oh,
what happened?
This is where I was the last page, and I think for all of us, I think this was the first time reading this book that I was like, maybe Natalie isn't so crazy that this could be some sort of reality show. Because
okay,
of the
wait,
chemtrails.
what did it say?
The chemtrails.
Oh, right.
So she looks up in the sky, and she's having a memory of Caleb, when I guess Caleb used to love to look up at the clouds and watch the chemtrails, which are, you know, the things that airplanes leave behind. And she said that she looks up and she sees a chemtrail in the sky. So this was where my brain snapped in half. I was like, I don't know.
No, I'm stumped. I'm beyond stumped.
Unless she's just seeing things. So it does say that I see a cloud that looks like a chemtrail. So it doesn't really, you know, it's just the author keeping us on our toes.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It could be a cloud that looks like it. That's why this is so hard to dissect, because it could also be that.
It's because she's crazy.
Yeah.
And we can't.
That's what I'm saying. She took a pill and a visa.
She took a pill. What are you singing?
She took a pill, or I took a pill and a visa. And a visa, what a bee. Did a better mind over and I said, over. Are you serious? You don't know that song?
What freaking song are you singing?
You know that song, right?
I know, because you like pina colada. What are you singing?
I took a pill and a visa.
Okay, the more you... I'm sorry, chat. I need to pause for 30 seconds and look this up. I really quickly just need to Google. I took a pill in Ibiza.
I took a pill in Ibiza.
Is it an old song?
No, I kind of just said I took a pill in Ibiza song.
Oh, Mike Posner?
I took a pill in Ibiza.
What? You do know?
Yeah.
Guys,
you'll
I'm
listen
stumped.
to
Hold
it.
on, I'm getting there.
Holy shit.
Oh, this is a remix, but we'll get the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, and Taylor's over there. Yeah, everyone knows the song, but I don't remember it saying I took a pill in Ibiza.
Start from the beginning. Dude.
Oh, I just never knew that was now. Okay, yes. Now
I said it 4 times. She's like, that's not helping.
Okay. I took a pill. Okay, got it.
Holy crap.
I'm here.
Anyways, yeah. We don't know what's going on.
We don't know. No one knows.
Okay, so chapter 26.
What happens in here?
Okay, so now this was a cool chapter. The author gives us the first 6 photos over the course of the first 3 years of them together or at the farm.
Yes.
Which was interesting.
Yes.
Because this is when she created the account, right? Her Instagram account?
Yes.
And these were the first 6 photos that she posted over the first 3 years. So the first photo was just her and Clementine standing in front of the big red barn. Yep. Cute.
Cute. She also gives her captions, which are weird. she's just obviously, I get it, she's new to the space, whatever. Picture number 2,
a landscape portrait of the rolling snow-covered hills of yesteryear.
Yep. And then picture number 3 was a carousel of the chicks and Clementine holding the chickies.
They're starting to like get into the farming life. They're starting to like it. Oh, the chicks died.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
The cow died too.
How died too? They're just not. They
don't know what they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. Photo 4 is.
Where is it?
It's just captioned "Proud to be an American," and it's just them. Oh, it's with them on election night.
Yeah, on stage at an election party in Salt Lake City.
And then we find out that on the night that Doug won his senator, he ran for senator. Yes, 8th Senate re-election campaign. They found Amelia passed out.
Yeah.
And we don't know from what.
With chocolate covered vomit all over her.
So that happened.
I think she was a little loose with the drinking and the pills, I think. Unfortunately.
Also, we found out that she had a miscarriage.
She did.
That she told Caleb was just her period. Weird. And then she is like, you basically turns to Caleb one night and is like, you promised. And by you promised means you promised to have sex with me, because she, again, remember, her part of the bargain is to have more kids.
Yes. Oh, and this is for picture 5.
Yeah, for picture 5. So she, promised Doug that she's going to have more grandchildren. And so far it hasn't worked out because she had the miscarriage. So she's trying to try again. So she tells Caleb, you promised to have sex with me. And it says that she massaged.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I massaged Caleb's cocoa for 10 minutes, squeezing and twisting slowly at the base of the shaft with one hand and milking the tip with the other. Usually this worked to get him erect enough for us to have sex. So he just isn't attracted to her?
Dude, I can't figure it out.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
I'm like, is he even into women? Do we know?
Letting his penis fall away like a slinky. What is it? It's nothing. I'm just exhausted. That's his excuse.
But also, to be fair, to just be like, hey, can we just do this to get it over with, isn't sexy.
I know.
So it's not like he has like much to be turned on about, because she's treating it like just a transaction. So maybe it isn't his fault, you know?
Oh my gosh, it just gets worse and worse.
Why did I say, hey, this is getting crazy?
In the kitchen, I set the bowl. Oh my
god. Oh, because
god.
she impregnates herself.
Yeah, she gives him a bowl to...
I almost threw up. At this part.
And he does, and then she takes the bowl, and because she's ovulating right now, so she was like, we're gonna miss the window, and he's like, I can't have sex, and she gets
she gives him the bowl and is like, do what you need to do, go to the bathroom. She's like, I don't care how you get to the finish line.
She uses a syringe, right?
No, like a chicken,
turkey baster.
Turkey baster.
She just, oh my god,
oh
my
crap,
god,
you guys. So she does it herself. She takes matters into her own hands.
The last photo is her pregnant.
God bless his growing family.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, picture 6, me 5 months pregnant with Clementine. Ugh. Anyways. All right, last chapter that we read at home.
Yeah, so chapter 27.
What happens here?
Says time passes in a slur of good days and bad days. On good days, I wake up feeling rested, determined, optimistic, confident.
We're in the yesteryear.
Yeah,
she's doing laundry, right?
Yeah, she's feeling good. Like on good days, she's feeling good. She's being a good wife, a good mother, and then on the bad days, she just wants to leave. I mean, it's just it. I can't imagine what her emotions are like right now. They're like this, like, okay, things are okay. I need to leave.
I mean, to be fair, anyone in that situation, would probably be going crazy.
I would also be freaking out.
Yeah.
But essentially, she's just kind of in the motions of what her life looks like right now in that era. And I mean, at the end of the chapter, she just goes, I'm being watched. I remind myself on good days and bad days again and again, like a mantra, someone somewhere has to be watching me right now. So she cannot shake that feeling that
Someone's watching her.
that she is on a show or something.
Yeah.
There's cameras hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
And she can't figure it out.
Crazy.
All right. Okay, guys. So we are on chapter 28. We're going to read it. It's a little bit of a longer one. I took a peek.
It's a long chapter.
It's a long chapter, so
buckle up.
Buckled up. Now, Natty, my mother was saying, I know you have so much on your plate right now with the farm and the little one, so please tell me if this is too much to ask. But Abigail was saying she'd love to come visit with the kids for the weekend, and I thought, what a lovely idea. Oh, I said, what a surprise. I was holding my 2-month-old son in my arms, Samuel. I'd been breastfeeding in the darkness in a barely furnished room when my mother called. It was technically Clementine's room. It was her mattress in the corner of the room, her books arranged in a neat little pile on the opposite wall. We kept forgetting to order the rest of the furniture. The princess bed frame, the matching pink bookshelf, they were floating in my laptop, waiting patiently in an online shopping cart. I just kept forgetting to purchase them. It was June, our second summer on the farm. On the other side of this great nation, Rena was living in New York City. Rena again. As a recent graduate. I knew this because I checked on her Instagram account daily. I saw every highly unattractive selfie she shared of herself, raccoon-eyed on the subway at 3 a.m, surrounded by young men and women who always looked like they were mid-conversation and trying to ignore her. I knew she hadn't gotten a gig at McKinsey when she announced that she was working at some no-name mid-tier consulting firm that would require her to travel every other weekend. She was flailing, obviously, and I, on the other hand, was thriving. I just needed to remember to order the furniture. So what do you think? My mother said. Should we come this weekend? Now's a good time for Abigail to travel. Only my mother would describe an hour's drive as traveling. Abigail was 5 months pregnant with her 5th child. She'd lapped me several times over with her children. I hated her for it. What do I think? I echoed softly. What did I think? Samuel snuffled in my arms, smacking his lips loudly. I stared at his little face in the darkness, smushed up against my breast. He was a sweet little boy, with none of the sharp edges of his older sister. I loved him effortlessly and distantly. When I held him, it felt like I was waving at a relative from very far away. Hello there, or maybe goodbye. I'd opted for the anesthetic this time. I'd been miles away from this child even as he was making a slow exit out of my body. Here's what I thought first. If they come for the weekend, they will see the vegetables in the half-tilled fields and the workers, clutching their ribs and laughing breathlessly at Caleb's mangled attempts at Spanish.
Here's what I thought next. If they come for the weekend, mother can hold the baby. I let out a long breath. I kept forgetting to breathe these days. I was so tired. My son was so beautiful. I was so happy. Really, I was happy. 2 days later, my family and I stood in the driveway as Abigail's junkyard minivan rolled up the hill. Little Samuel was in my arms in a brand new blue gingham shirt. Clementine was standing stiffly at my feet, wearing a too small dress in the same fabric as the baby. I'd gotten the outfits from a local children's store in town months ago, certain that I could beat the pace of her growth spurt. Caleb was standing next to me, wearing a wide-brimmed hat. Well, aren't you the perfect ranch family? My sister said when she got out of the car. Her children poured out of the van like termites. Brady, Brandon, Benjamin, Becky, each of them about 15 months apart. The children went careening toward the fields, screaming about a game of tag. Clementine hesitated, then dropped my hand and began to walk slowly after them. My mother got out of the passenger seat. Goodness, she said, would you look at those mountains? Welcome, y'all, Caleb brayed out suddenly. All of us looked at him. He looked back at us with an expression of terrified confusion, like he'd just woken up and found himself here, mid-conversation. I sighed. It had been a mistake to tell my husband to pretend. He'd internalized it incorrectly and now managed the feat only in fitful spurts, which obviously defeated the whole purpose of performance. I threw a holly, jolly smile onto my face. Caleb's becoming a regular cowboy these days. How marvelous. My mother said quickly and rushed to hug my husband before he could humiliate himself further. While Caleb talked my mother's ear off about his wide-brimmed hat, Lord give me strength, Abigail sidled up to me. He's beautiful, she said softly, looking at Samuel. She touched his bald head with an index finger, and he let out a little squeak in reply. I nodded at her kids, who were now teaching Clementine how to play tag. The children seem well. Oh, they're the best. I don't know what I would do without them. They're like my little angels. I watched her as she watched her children. She'd aged. We hadn't seen each other almost at all when I was living with Caleb's parents. When I moved back to Idaho, I had noticed something different about her, something strange in her gaze, but I hadn't taken a moment to really consider it until now. I'd seen my sister in all manner of moods, happy and sad and tired and overwhelmed, but this, what I was seeing on her face now, was something else entirely, something altogether new. Then she looked at me, and her expression shifted. And how have you been? She asked. Better? Oh, yes, I'm perfect. Then I called to my mother. Would you like to hold the baby? While Abigail's kids chased each other through the rooms, I gave my mother and sister a tour of the house, pointing out everything that was going to get replaced in the renovation. The light fixtures, the granite countertops, the marble-tilled bathroom floors. We'd been meeting with architects, I told them. Only a week ago, we'd found the one we wanted to work with. Do you still want indoor toilets, ma'am, or would you prefer an outhouse? We're just waiting for him to fit us into our schedule, I said, and then all this is going to go bye-bye. But it's all brand new, my mother said. Samuel was fast asleep in her arms. It's just not our taste, I said. I mean, really, I gestured to the living room. I mean, it looks like a Pottery Barn outlet got sick and threw up in here. My sister stared at a nearby wall, sconce, as if trying to understand what a light fixture could have done to warrant such violent execution. Well, don't throw out all these perfectly good appliances. At least donate them. Abigail paused delicately. I could probably take some stuff. If it would help you, I mean. It was obvious Christian speak for I'd like your leftovers, please. I played along, feigning interest at the idea of donation. It would be so helpful if you did that for us. Still, my mother looked fretful. Do you really want to get rid of all these perfectly good appliances? It'll cost you a fortune to replace. I gave her an apologetic wince. Money is not a concern. Okay, rich.
Okay, rich girl.
Except it was. Oh, it was. A little secret I told no one. Oh, never mind. Then I barely acknowledged, even in the quiet of my own thoughts, the money was nearly gone. Oh boy. We hadn't pulled the trigger on the renovation because I wasn't yet clear on how we would be able to afford it. We were just about to hit the 3-year anniversary of the farm. We'd eradicated the black mold and restored the structural integrity of the barn and bought brand new top of the line tractors. We had tilled fields and daily workers and a cow and some chickens. We paid the financial equivalent of the GDP of a small nation in taxes each year, and also we had yet to turn a profit as small as a penny. Just a few days earlier, Caleb had joked happily that our zucchini and egg earnings from the most recent farmer's market pop-up had almost covered a full tank of gas for the truck, to which I replied in happy wife sing-song, you can't put a price on learning. What I wanted to say, want to blow through $5 million so quickly it makes your head spin? Buy a farm. After the house tour, I took my sister and my mother out to the fields. We stood at the top of the hill and watched my husband, several hundred feet away, chasing the kids in a turbocharged game of tag while our latest batch of men from Home Depot worked the fields. 2 of them driving tractors that dragged great silver rakes around the dirt, 3 of them walking around and pulling big rocks out of the soil. My mother stared out at the scene with a look of abject dismay, her poker face momentarily abandoned. "What are you growing?" "Beets, I think," I said. "And asparagus?" "I can't remember. Something to complement the zucchinis. This is Caleb's world. I try to keep out of it and let him run the show." "Ah," my mother laughed feebly. "Ever a good sport? Divide and conquer. Always a good approach. I don't remember you ever wanting to live on a farm," Abigail said. She waved at a horsefly. "It was my idea, actually, to move here," I said. "I was the one who brought it up to Caleb on our first date, the idea of living on a farm." "Did you?" "I did." "Why? You hate animals and dirt." I looked at Abigail. There was again that strange expression on her face. "Well," my mother said smoothly before I could reply, "I don't think I've ever seen a prettier farm in my life." "Pretty as a picture," Abigail said. Then blasphemy. She pulled a pack of cigarettes from her bag. My mother and I both gasped. "Abigail," I said. "Abigail," my mother echoed fiercely. "The children, the children, the children," Abigail said in soprano imitation, a cigarette now held delicately between her teeth. She rolled her eyes and said, through a gritted jaw, "There's specks in the distance, mother." She was rattling around in her bag for a lighter now, oblivious to or uninterested in our gasping expressions. "God," she muttered as she held the flame to her lips. She took a deep drag, exhaled with evident relief, then said again, "God, let someone care about me as much as they care about the children." She stepped back, waved her cigarette in a big circle, highlighting the scene before us. The fields, the workers, the children, my husband. "You're right, though, mother. It is pretty." She cocked her head, narrowed her eyes pensively, took another drag, glanced back at me. "But do you ever get sick of the smell, Natty? Do you ever get tired of breathing in so much shit?" I stared at her in shock. "What is wrong with you today?" "Abigail," my mother said, "why don't you go back to the house and take a nap?" Abigail didn't respond, just took another long drag, frowning at something in the distance. Smoke billowed under her words. "I'm not tired." "Well," I snapped, "you look exhausted to me." She turned sharply to me. "You know what? I am tired. Mother, can you corral the children to nap when you come back inside?" Before my mother could stutter out a response, she dropped the cigarette and pressed a cowboy boot heel into the grass, then turned and walked quickly back to the house. As soon as she was out of earshot, I hissed to my mother, "What in the Lord's name has gotten into her?" My mother gave me a skittish look. "Let's just be charitable, shall we? The poor thing has had a hard time at home recently. She hasn't been sleeping well. She isn't herself." I rolled my eyes, then dropped to a crouch and rooted around in the high grass for Abigail's cigarette butt. That night, we took the kids to a rodeo an hour away, farther into the mountains. It was a cool night, the kind of evening that felt like a postcard vision of the Wild West. All the reds and whites and blues dipped in shades of diesel-grade Americana. Cruel sky, fire truck, clay dirt, divinely bright rodeo lights. The ice cream truck sold popsicles colored like flags. The rodeo clowns wore tasseled vests made of blue and white star fabric. We sat in the stands and watched teenage boys face down bulls the size of Abigail's minivan, their expressions streaked with morbid determination. When they ran and dipped and jabbed, they bared their teeth like little animals, their metal braces catching the stadium lights. Teenage girls sauntered through the bleachers in leggings, holding out Tupperware containers for donations to the troops overseas. Caleb bounced baby Samuel on his lap, pointing up the bull riders, whispering to our drooling, incoherent son, "Someday that'll be you, pal." My sister kept glancing around at the men in the crowd, her gaze lingering on the bald spots, the muddy boots, the quiet belches, until finally she realized I was watching her and turned to face pointedly forward. The crowd roared in unison at the first sight of blood. Caleb bought all the children fried dough. My mother cried at the beginning when a 6-year-old sang the national anthem. Clementine cried at the end when she saw what happened to the bulls. We got dinner on the way home at a famous country fried steakhouse on the side of the highway. The waitress handed out plates loaded with sickly sweet dinner rolls and steak cons punch you with gravy. Abigail pushed butter-soaked veggies around on her plate, completely impervious into my glare. Across the table, Caleb was talking my mother's ear off about the forums. "No, not one chat room," he explained patiently, "but multiple. He used his fingers to tick them off as he went. He had his farming buddies, his homeschooling buddies, his intellectual buddies, and so forth. The manosphere," he called phrase he'd mentioned in my presence before, which always sounded to me like an amusement park for grown men. "Welcome to manosphere. Where the men go." Manosphere, my mother repeated in the same way Doug had done months earlier when he and Amelia had visited, like they were both learning to speak Italian. Amelia hadn't said anything at all. They were only stopping by by for the night on their way to drop her off at a rehab clinic in Wyoming, and she had accordingly spent the whole dinner looking mournfully at her glass of Sauvignon Blanc, like she was spending a last evening with a lover before the war was on. Manosphere, Doug had said a second time, frowning slightly at the thought. Then he tapped Caleb's phone and said, "Show me." My mother, on the other hand, merely sat back in her chair in contemplation. When we got home, Caleb told us to relax in the living room. "You ladies spend time together," Caleb said, taking the baby from my arms. "I'll give the kids a bath." I frowned. All of them? At once? It seemed a bit unnatural. Abigail's oldest, Brady, was now 7 and seemed to play a bit rough, but Caleb waved my concern away and began corralling them down the hall. "Not the baby, though," I called after him. "Don't put the baby in the bathtub, or in the tub." "Duh," he called back. Meanwhile, Abigail was already pulling a bottle of urine yellow Chardonnay out of her bag. "What about a glass of wine?" "Mama? Natalie?" "But you're pregnant," I said. "A thimble won't hurt me," she said, then filled a goblet-sized glass to the brim. Dude, her sister going through it.
She's going through it.
I didn't say anything, just exchanged a glance with my mother while Abigail handed us our glasses and guided us over to the couch. I couldn't remember the last time I'd seen my mother have a glass of wine on an evening that had not been sanctioned as celebratory by the church. Now she took one without comment. "So," Abigail said finally, once we were seated, "there's something I want to tell you all." I sat down on the couch expectantly. The way my sister was sitting with her hand resting on her pregnant stomach, I couldn't help but think, she looked so old, only 2 years older than me, not yet 30, but she could have been 45. Her forehead held 3 deep etchings that gave her a look of constant, parenthetical despair, and too many of her body parts had begun to swing at the smallest movement. Her arms, her breasts, her jowls, not fat, not yet at least, but deflated. That's what children in poverty do, suck the collagen right out of you. "I'm leaving Bryce," Abigail said. My mother sat back and clapped her hand to her chest as if she'd been shot. I, on the other hand, let out a little laugh because I honestly thought my sister was making a bad joke to lighten the mood from such a tense day. When her severe expression didn't break, though, I said, "You can't be serious." "Lord," my mother moaned, "Lord, help me. I called a divorce lawyer." Abigail said, "I signed a retainer." I shook my head. "But how can you afford a lawyer?" Abigail frowned. "That's your first question. You and Bryce have no money. How can you afford to divorce him?" "I took out a loan, if you really want to know." "But how did you qualify for a loan?" "I tell you I'm getting a divorce and all you care about is the money? How about I'm sorry to hear this, Abigail? How about why are you getting divorced, Abigail?" I rolled my eyes. "I know why you're getting divorced." "Why you might get divorced?" my mother interjected. "I mean, really, I think we need to pause for a moment and consider the implications of, and why am I getting divorced, Natalie, if you know so much? Because your husband is mean and dumb and drinks too much. He probably calls you names in front of the children. He probably hits you sometimes." I paused, waiting for Abigail to confirm or deny this hypothesis, but she remained silent, her expression so still, so fathomless in its depths, and it looked like a great body of water at night. And so I went on, ignoring the terrifying stillness of my sister's face, ignoring, too, the horrified expression on my mother's. "Lord save us all. He's lazy, too. He's never done anything with that shop. The man is and has always been a loser. But now it's becoming harder for you to bear. And so now you, my poor sister, have somehow gotten it into your head that you will be better off without him. And I'm sorry, Abigail, but you will not." My mother's hand was still pressed against her heart like she was trying to stanch an arterial bleed. "The children," she kept saying. The children, less a phrase than a pulse. "The children will be fine," Abigail said angrily. "You will be a single mother of 5 living on food stamps." I snapped. "That is what you will be. You don't even have a job history, Abigail. My God, you'd be lucky if they hired you to bag groceries with the teenagers in town." Abigail was crying now. My mother was too. It was just possible to hear the faint whistling of my husband down the hall while he shampooed 5 sets of heads. My furry circled back around and it felt suddenly like I was eating myself alive. "Have you thought about where you live? You can move in with Mother for a while, but not forever. And then what? You've never lived on your own before, Abigail. Do you know what it takes to apply for an apartment? Do you even know what a credit score is?" "Stop it," Abigail whispered. "Please, Natalie, stop it." I couldn't have stopped if I wanted to, and I didn't want to. I was angrier than I'd ever been in my life. I felt sick with it. "Do you honestly think the rules don't apply to you? Then you can just waltz away from all of your responsibilities completely unscathed?" "Of course I don't. That's not what I'm saying. Do you think Bryce won't file for custody? Of course he will. He'll be remarried within the year, and then he and his new bride will fight for the children just to spite you. He'll say you're a cruel mother, a drunk, and the judge will agree with him, and before long you'll be seeing your children every other Saturday. They won't even know you." What do I do? Abigail said suddenly. Oh my God, what do I do? She looked at my mother and me with such a blankly panicked expression that she seemed inhuman to me, like some animal that had wandered onto a highway. Stop it, I nearly hissed. Stop looking like that. So pathetic, but I was officially out of breath. My mother scooched over to Abigail on the couch. There. Oh, Abigail, honey, just take a deep breath. I breathed in sharply, and for a moment I was back in the hospital room, gasping in a panic at my own irretrievable mistake. My heart constricted painfully, and I stood up. I'm going to check on the children. As I walked down the hallway, a memory surfaced. A stapled set of papers handed to me a few days before my wedding. I can't do it, Mama. Abigail sobbed behind me. I can't do this for another 40 years. It's a basic prenuptial agreement, Doug had said. You're welcome to look it over with your lawyer. Of course you can do it, sweetie, my mother said. Of course you can, as if I'd ever spoken to a lawyer in my life. How? How can I keep going like this? Just sign here, here, and here. That's it, and then you're finished. You keep going because you have to. And then the same paperwork, the same conversation 2 years later, a basic financial agreement. The children will be done with their bath soon. They can't see their mother in such a state now, can they? Caleb's name and Caleb's name alone will be on the deed for the ranch. A twinkle in Doug's eye as he explained this small asterisk to our original gentleman's agreement. I think I'm going to be sick. Of course, I had said calmly. I was going to suggest the same thing myself, though my hands shook uncontrollably when I signed my name on the final paper. There, darling. There. I reached the bathroom door, opened and shut it quickly behind me. Abigail's children were screeching and laughing, splashing each other in the tub, while Clementine sat naked next to Caleb on the side of the tub, watching her cousins with a quiet smile, her wet hair already washed and conditioned and combed back. The baby was in a bouncer by the toilet, running his fingers along the inside of the porcelain rim. The bathroom floor was slick with water. My husband, to whom every red cent of our fortune and every square inch of this ranch exclusively belonged, turned to me and whooped. Well, he said grandly, in his good old boy Western accent. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes, little lady? The children shrieked in delight. An impossible thing to imagine. What might happen if my husband ever paused and thought about the governing law of his own starry universe? His wife might as well have been a farm dog for all the rights she had. Even the sweetest, stupidest man can grow cruel and cunning when he learns a thing like that. Holy cow. So she's realizing that all of this is his. All of it is his.
Did she just foreshadow something?
I don't know.
Doug is a monster. He basically made her sign everything over to
them.
Caleb.
Yeah, to Caleb. And she realized all of that because of that conversation with her sister getting divorced.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Holy crap, chat. Let us know your theories in the comments. This is getting insane.
Let me tell you, that was a mouthful.
That was crazy. But you will be reading.
Yes, let them know.
Chapters 29 to 41. Don't read chapter 42. So you're going to read pages 204 to 282.
And we will be going over that next week.
We'll be going over that next week. Wow.
Guys, this is getting... Still have no clue what's going to happen.
Couldn't tell you.
But
I'm hooked.
I know. It's a really good book.
It's great. I get the hype.
And the writing's great.
Yeah.
Great writing. Love the story.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, I guess
we'll see you guys
next week.
Time. Finishing the book.
No.
Oh, no. Next time
not
is
yet,
the third one.
Okay. But leave a comment down below on what your theories are.
Subscribe.
I want to know. Subscribe, like, do all the things on the tube that you can do.
Follow us on Instagram so you don't miss any posting schedule of any sort.
Yeah, any updates, anything related to Wild Library, we post on our Wild Library Instagram account. And yeah, make sure.
I've never taken this off.
It's really pretty color. Green. It's a nice green.
Love it.
But anyways, we love you. We'll see you next week.
So much.
All right. Bye.